Hello, my name's Sue. I work at Wisbech Library, and today I'm going to show you some Christmas crafts, all with the theme of Christmas crackers. So, Christmas cracker, you can make them as elaborate or as simple as you want, but they make lovely table decorations or decorations for your Christmas tree. And you can make them instead of buying them, as you know, a set of 6 or 8 crackers in the shops, if you want really luxurious ones, can be astronomically expensive. So have a go at making your own, and you can save yourself a lot of money. And you can buy the kits if you want to have the snap and the joke, or the motto and the little novelty gift. You can actually buy packs to make your own crackers online quite cheaply. I'm just showing you how to make the basic cracker, different ways of decorating, different ways of doing them. So first of all, you need good old toilet roll. If you don't have toilet rolls, a cardboard tube cut into toilet roll size portions, or a kitchen roll cut in half, that's a good size. But yeah, toilet roll is the best, really. Then you need different types of paper that you can wrap your cracker in. So I have Christmas napkins, I've used tissue paper, plain brown paper, crepe paper is a good one, that works well. Something that's quite soft that you can push, and Christmas wrap paper works well as well. Once you've got your paper and your cardboard, something to tie the ends of the crackers when you get there. So gold thread like this, or nice red ribbon here, very Christmassy, or just some Hessian string there, which I happen to get in red, which is nice. So once you've got all these bits together, you need some double-sided tape to hold, once you've rolled, just to hold it in place, or glue if you haven't got double-sided tape. And that's pretty much all you need. So the first thing I'm going to show you, I'll show you just using one toilet roll here. Pop it in the middle of your piece of tissue paper, and then you just roll it up to the end, and then you secure it with your double-sided tape. So you push that on there. So you've got your tape stuck here. Take your top layer off like that, and then just pull this to it so it sticks down like that, and you end up with toilet roll like this. Then you find your ends of your toilet roll here, and then squeeze the ends in, so nice and tight. Give them a little twist if you like. Push them in a little bit, and you can see it's starting to take shape. Now I've left these ends a little bit too long, so I would trim these off at the end. Simply get a pair of scissors, cut the ends like that, so you get a nice edge, and then you can just play around and pull it out, and then you just get your tie and tie it here, and stick down the end that's on come loose here. Cut the other end as well to match roughly same size, and then just pull it out, arrange it nicely. A bit of red ribbon tied in here looks very pretty like this. And this one, I had my paper napkin, and I usually cut my napkins to about an A4 size piece of paper. So you've got your napkin cut to size. Then you can get your tissue paper and put that on the inside like that. Oops, toilet roll. And then roll it up again, and you can see you end up with tissue at each end like that. So again, you squeeze in, tie. I used red ribbon here, very Christmassy, and then you've got your green tissue paper over trim at the end, and I think that makes that look quite luxurious cracker. So that's one way of doing it. This one I did with just simple brown paper. You could decorate the paper. You could put your own drawings on, Christmas drawings or something. I just left it plain, pulled it in, tied it with the gold, and then I had these red and green pom-poms, which I put along the side there. So if you had those all on your Christmas table as placements in everybody's place, I think that could look really good. Again, you could make them, if you wanted to make them slightly smaller, so if you had, say, some plain card like this, which you can cut into smaller strips and smaller tubes, would make nice little tree decorations. But you make them in just the same way. They'd be a little bit more fiddly to do, but I think they'd look really good in the Christmas tree. Another way that you can do a cracker is if you use 3 rolls, one in the middle along the end. It's a little bit more difficult to roll, but once you get going, it's okay. Roll it all up, keep it all tucked in, roll up to the end. Then you would stick down your end here, and then what you do is you pull the tube that you've got on the side, you just pull it out about halfway, I guess. Yeah, about halfway like that. Grab hold of your tube and then you twist and you push like that. Give the tube a little turn like that, pull it out. Then you get your tie and tie around the middle there, but you end up with a nice round end like that. So it's like this. So rather than the, what did I do? Rather than the just pulled apart end like that, you end up with a more crisp round end like that. But I think they both equally look fine, whichever way you decide to do it. So that's the crackers. Wrapping paper, as I said, works quite well. This is one, I haven't tied this one up, but this is the wrapping paper, and you can see it's nice and soft, so it works quite well and pulls into shape. This is one that I did with crepe paper, using the method with the cardboard tubes at the end, and I just decorated that with the gold thread. So there's so many different ways you can do these. You just need to have an experiment and then see how you get on. But like I said, far cheaper than buying them. You could make them look really luxurious. So keeping on the Christmas cracker theme, the next thing I thought about was cards. So I made a Christmas cracker card. And this one, what I did, I made myself a template, very simple template. It's just a rectangle with the notches cut it out, which gives you that cracker shape. And then I drew it onto some card, this simple A4 piece of card, folded lengthways, popped my template on there, drew around it, and then cut it out like this. Obviously leaving one edge so that when you open it, it's a card. Then I cut out a circle, but it could be any shape. It could be a square, it could be a star, whatever shape you like, which is where I put my message in the middle there. And then I just cut the ends into a zigzag, little triangles off the ends, which gives you the cracker effect like that. I just did those freehand. I didn't draw them on. I just snipped away and gave you that end. And then I decorated with glitter. Can't have Christmas without the glitter coming out. I put my message in the middle with the gold pen. I cut out some green holly leaves and then drew on the berries. But I mean, again, you could decorate it with whatever you like. If you've got pom-poms, you could stick pom-poms on and make some sort of design, tinsel, anything. It's up to you. And then you've got a nice homemade Christmas card. Everybody loves getting a homemade Christmas card. Another idea for a Christmas card is not making the card an actual cracker shape, but putting a cracker. I drew these ends so it looks like a cracker's being pulled. I drew them onto some yellow card and then cut them out and stuck them on the card, and then just used silver pen and silver decoration to decorate the card there. So that's a couple of ideas for Christmas cards. Another little idea with Christmas crackers is I made quite a smaller template, which could be used for a label for a Christmas present. As you can see, I just decorated it with some glitter and felt tips, and you put your message in the middle. That could go on a parcel, or you could simply just put someone's name on there and have that on their name space where they sit down at Sunday lunch. For Christmas dinner. So that would look quite nice as well. And you could decorate them. You could put a pom-pom on or a bit of ribbon, embellish them as much as you like, really. Now, the last idea I thought about was doing the Christmas garland. Now, you can probably see it behind me. So I made another template, sort of in between the Christmas card one and the little one that I did as a nameplate. So it's a sort of medium-sized one. Christmas cracker. Then I drew it onto some card. So I've got red and green card in this case. Drew it on, cut it out, and then I decorated them. So I have red thread with silver on this one. I have pom-poms on this one, tinsel on this one. What else have I got? Red tinsel, silver ribbon on this one, and then I used ribbon at each end just to make it look pretty. And I stuck these on to some Hessian thread, which like this, which it's got slightly more stiffness than ribbon. So they sit better on that with some double-sided tape, and I just stuck them on. I thought they looked quite effective. Another way you could do it, as an idea I was trying out here, was to cut out the cracker shapes in card. Maybe, I don't know, 8 perhaps in a row would look really good, all decorated as before, like these ones behind me. And then I stuck red string just to pull them together there, with a pom-pom in the middle. So if you think you had a row of those, you could either hang them like this or have them hanging as you would bunting. Just another idea. So they're all my Christmas cracker ideas, which I hope you take on board. One thing I will say, a Christmas cracker, it's not just for Christmas. You can make all sorts of crackers throughout the year for different things. Weddings, birthday parties. I was thinking that instead of a child going home with a goodie bag, you could make a cracker for each child, and you could pop in a little bag of sweeties and a little gift inside, and they could go home with one of those, put their name on it, be a bit different to a goodie bag. Or you could use I used birthday wrapping paper for that one, and then I just cut the ends, give them a little thing at the end, and again you could make them with ribbon or whatever you happen to have to hand. If it was a wedding, maybe you could use white crepe paper or whatever the colour theme is, and use them as place names at a wedding for that homemade touch. So all year round, really. So really all I have to say is have a lovely Christmas and enjoy your crafting. Okay, bye-bye.